I'm here talking with MSUB senior setter Kyndal Williams. Last week, the Yellowjackets were on the road, played two really tough matches. Won the first set against Concordia, and then actually won two sets, and were two sets up against Western Oregon before the Wolves fought back. Talk a little bit about the matches and kind of what you thought the team's performance was like.
First set against Concordia, we played really well. We came out really strong, and our energy was high and stuff, but as the match went on, they kind of made more adjustments to us, and it was their senior night, so they were pretty high on their energy, and we stuck with them most of the game, and locker room talk afterwards, we were all pretty proud of the way we played. Not a very disappointing loss, just because they're a pretty talented team, and we played our best. And then Saturday came out, played really well, first two sets. Again, they made adjustments, and we just kind of lost a little bit of our energy and our spark at the end. And Western Oregon, also their last home match, so again, they played with pretty high energy and came out pretty strong. But again, there's quite a bit of positives to take away from the weekend. Always hard to lose in a 5-set match, but I think it's just kind of showing that we're learning to fight a little bit better, and we're connecting a little bit more, and so hopefully we can just finish the match. No.
And you talked about improvements. You lost to both teams in straight sets at home, so getting a set or two off of the teams must give you some momentum moving into this next week.
Yeah, we talked about it after Concordia's match. Like we said, there's a lot of positives to take away, and hopefully we can take those positives into this next week and use momentum that we have coming into this next week. And we just kind of talked about our mindset should be we're beating NNU on Thursday. I mean, we're not having any exceptions. We're gonna go out there and we're gonna play with the mentality that we're beating these teams.
So definitely two tough teams in Northwest Nazarene and Central Washington. They're both in the top 5 in the conference. They played real well when they were here. Talk a little bit about how you do prepare for that.
Like I just mentioned, we're just coming in with the mindset that we can beat these teams, and if we play to our best abilities, it's a possibility, and we just kind of have to have that mindset of we can beat these teams, and we will. And it seemed like 2 years ago that we played them here. It feels like forever, so we've made a lot of improvements since then. I think we're a different team since the last time we played them, and last 2 matches, I don't think they're going to be expecting a lot out of us. So hopefully we can use that to our advantage, carry the momentum from this last weekend into these games, and just kind of use the underdog mentality for our advantage.
And these will be your last 2 collegiate matches. Does that change how you practice for the final 2?
I think so. It hasn't, I guess, really hit me as much yet. But knowing that these are the last practices I'll ever have, and last road trip and last games and stuff, it'll hit me, I think, later on. But I think I'm just trying to have the best mindset possible and just really enjoying every moment, good or bad, just enjoying the last moments, and knowing that going out, knowing that I did everything possible for my team, and hopefully everyone was willing to do the same. And it's sad to think about, but hopefully we can go out on a good note. Win or lose, I just want us to play to the best of our abilities and have fun. I just hope we can have some fun on this last trip.
Thanks, Kyndal.
Thank you.
I'm here with MSUB head coach Lisa Axel. Lisa, the team was on the road for 2 matches last week. Tough ones against Concordia and Western Oregon. Western Oregon especially, you took the first 2 sets before dropping the last 3. Talk a little bit about last week.
Yeah, we started both of those matches really strong, playing really well, and then we just couldn't finish the match out. We lost some momentum, and we just weren't able to regain that competitive edge that we had at the beginning of the sets. We served really well at the beginning, and then we kind of eased up on that, and the other teams were in system the rest of the night. So I think we really need to work on getting those teams out of system so we can play a little bit better defense.
You did have some good performances. Ashlyn Ward was pretty consistent for you, and then Audrey Mars had the 17 kills against Western. Talk a little bit about those key members.
Yeah, Ashlyn has just been all year long very steady for us, and the other team knows it's going out to her, and she's still able to find the open floor, use the hands on the block, and just be able to put that ball away when we need her to. And Audrey had a great match on Saturday, just taking some chances, taking some big swings, and being able to be that other person that's able to put that ball away. And we need that to be able to open up our outsides a little bit more because they're seeing a double block most of the night.
And another player that had a good performance was junior libero Kimmy Kirk, who had a career-high 34 digs, tied the match high. Talk a little bit about your defense.
Yeah, our defense has definitely been up and down this year, and Kimmy had one of her best nights on Saturday, just getting a lot of balls up, so we're able to extend those rallies, and that's just huge for us right now because it hasn't always been happening, and I thought she did a great job.
Final 2 matches of the season, road matches against Central Washington and NNU. Talk a little bit about what you're going to work on this practice week to get prepared for the matches.
Yeah, the big thing for us is playing consistently from that first whistle to the last whistle. We haven't been doing that. We play well for spurts of points, for a set, but we really haven't been able to do it for an entire match. And we need to, I think that comes with maturity, and we have a lot of young players right now, and we just need to be able to finish the games. We're in them right till the end, and we just haven't been able to go kind of over that hump and win those sets. So that's a big thing. Playing every point like it's our last point, and playing every point as hard as we can is what we're really focusing on this week in practice.
And it should be different kinds of matches. You played these 2 teams at the very beginning of the season, so both teams are going to be very different. Talk a little bit about what kind of adjustments you'll need to make.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've played them. They're both very good teams. They're not doing a lot of crazy things on offense. They do it very well, what they are doing, and I think that we'll match up well with them. We run a pretty similar offense as both of the teams, so I think that'll be an advantage for us just in comfort level.
And this will be the final 2 matches of the careers for Audrey Mars and Kyndal Williams. Talk about each player and what they've meant to the program.
Yeah, they've both done an incredible job this year. Audrey has really stepped up in times where we need a middle to be able to put that ball away, and she's done a great job blocking for us as well, taking away part of the court so our defense can play around her. And she hasn't been here that long, but she's left a very big impression on this program, and we're definitely going to miss her. And Kyndal has been doing such a great job, especially down the stretch here, of putting our hitters in great situations. Whether the pass is there or whether she's 20 feet off the net, she's still putting them in a position where they can take a good swing. Her serving has been really good down the stretch here. She's been getting quite a few aces and keeping the opponents out of system as much as possible. And even her defense this year has gotten a lot better than the past couple years. So she's just meant so much to this program, and it's going to be really hard for this to be her last weekend in the Yellow Jacket uniform.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.